Want to become wealthy? It all starts with your payslip. If you're underpaid, you're already losing the wealth game before you've even started. Today, I'm going to show you step by step how to make sure you're paid what you're worth. Because income is the engine that funds your investments, builds your financial freedom, and changes your life. I'm Matt, a chartered accountant. I'm here to help you master your money and build real wealth. I've personally negotiated my salary many times, often earning more than the peers around me, because I knew how to document my value, position myself, and negotiate. If you do feel underpaid, this video is for you. Let's break it down into 8 actionable steps. Firstly, you need to know your market value. You need to know exactly what your skills are worth in today's market. Nowadays, you can use many tools like the Hayes Salary Checker and Glassdoor. Don't just check one, cross-check multiple sources online. You should look at your job title, experience, qualifications, and your region. A finance manager salary in London is vastly different from the one in Leeds, say. Here's why this matters. If you walk into a negotiation and say, I want more money because I want it, you will lose. But if you say, based on national salary data and industry benchmarks, the median for my role is say X, and I'm currently at Y, you have hard facts behind you then. You can't unfortunately make the case unless you know the evidence. You need to know where you stand so you can have a confident data-backed conversation. Second, you need to document your value. This is where most people miss the mark. You need to document your achievements in cold, hard numbers. I've always historically tracked every cost saving, process improvement, and profit increase I contributed to. In some cases, I could show I directly increased bottom line profit 10 times my salary cost. When you walk into a salary conversation, imagine handing your boss a simple sheet. You could have a £50,000 cost saving from a supplier negotiation, 20% process efficiency improvement, or a 200k profit increase from operational changes. If you had something like this, it would be incredibly hard for them to say, we can't afford you. Also, a quick tip, don't assume your boss knows what you do. If you're agreeable and quiet, your work is probably going to be invisible, so make sure you make it visible. Step 3 is you need to build your best alternative. You need to make sure you never negotiate from desperation. Don't take yourself hostage. You need to come up with the best alternative to a negotiated agreement. This means you need to keep your CV sharp, you need to build your network, and you need to be aware of other open roles in the market. If you know realistically you could get another job, you don't walk into this negotiation with fear. You walk in with leverage, and that makes you more confident and more attractive. Step 4, you need to create a joint vision. Don't treat your boss as an opponent or an enemy. You need to treat them as a partner. So go in with a collaborative mindset. Here's the value I bring. Here's how I can help the team and the business grow. And here's how we can win it together. It's important you ask powerful questions like, how can I be involved in projects critical to the company's future? Or, what standards would I need to hit to earn a promotion or a raise? Or, how can we create a win-win situation where I'm motivated and the business benefits? This turns you from just another employee asking for more into a high-level partner focused on growth. Step 5, you need to practice your tactical empathy. This is something I learned from Chris Voss, who teaches tactical empathy. It's the skill of understanding the other side's pressures. Your manager has bosses to answer to. They have budget limits. They can't just want to give you a raise. They need justification for it. So your job is to arm them with the ammunition to fight for you. So it's important to say things like, I understand budgets are tight. That's why I'm focused on adding measurable value. If you need to take this to your boss, I'm happy to help summarize the results that I've personally delivered. This will reduce the tension and it frames you as an ally, not an adversary. Step 6, you need to play the long game. Sometimes, unfortunately, the money just isn't available right now, but you can negotiate a pathway. You could ask for a written plan. So for example, if I hit X goals in 6 months, we need to revisit compensation or negotiate non-financial rewards. You could ask for flexible hours, extra leave, equity options, which I would normally suggest, training budgets. You want to ensure you're negotiating for optimal motivation. Then you start the job or the next phase of your role feeling motivated, not resentful. It's important to remember, resentment will kill performance, enthusiasm multiplies it. Step 7, you want to master the conversation. Here's where your communication is absolutely fundamental. You want to use calibrated questions. How can I make the biggest impact for this company? What's the biggest problem I can solve right now? What's personally holding us back from aligning my pay with market rates? These questions will open your boss's mind. They shift the focus from money to solutions. It's important to be coachable. You need to show that you're willing to learn, adapt, and help others succeed. Naturally, employers are just drawn to people who want to move the entire organization forward, not just themselves. Step 8, know when to walk away. Here's the hard truth. Some companies will just never pay you what you're worth. You're going to hear some common phrases. First one could be, we're like a family here. We can't afford more. Or my personal favorite, you should be grateful to have a job. This is just pure emotional manipulation. You're not there for charity. You're there to contribute value and be fairly compensated for it. Remember, if you're bringing 10 times your salary in profit and they won't share a small piece of that, another employer will, trust me. As I've seen in my own career, sometimes the biggest financial leaps come from switching roles, not waiting for internal raises. So let's summarize this. Firstly, you need to know your market value. You need to document your results. You want to build your alternatives. You need to create a joint vision with your boss. Remember to use tactical empathy. Negotiate the long game. Master the conversation. And lastly, be ready to walk away. Your income is the foundation of wealth. Once you have strong cash flow, you can invest, build assets, and design the life that you want. So please stop working for pennies. Go out there and get paid what you're worth. If you found this video valuable, please hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment telling me what's your biggest salary challenge you've faced. I'm here to help you win the money game, one payslip at a time.